Have you ever wanted something from the bottom of your heart? More confidence, a healthier body, better relationships, or even a new direction in life? And you try everything. You follow the gurus, you go to therapy, you try changing your habits, you watch me, you procrastinate, you overthink, and you suddenly feel exhausted. You might pick an argument. You decide now isn't the time. You become ultra busy and it all slips away from you. And then you're back to square one, thinking, what is wrong with me? Now, today I want to tell you something important. There is absolutely nothing wrong with you. There's behaviour underneath the behaviour, and when we understand it, we can change it. I'm Julie, founder of the Coaching Den and Behind the Behaviour, a counsellor who's discovered that therapy has a place, yes, but we are so much more than what goes on in our heads. So I help people understand the patterns that they've been living with, especially when anxiety, health changes, confidence, or life transitions shake our identities. And everything I support you with sits within the 4 pillars. So not just our minds, our biology, psychology, our behaviour, and our environments. It's a holistic pathway that encompasses all of you as a human being. Because self-sabotage is not random, it's patterned, and patterns can be updated. So let's have a look at what self-sabotage really is. And please stay with the video so that we can go through all the recovery stages that you can try at home. Self-sabotage is not you trying hard enough or not trying hard enough. It's not a lack of discipline. It is protection. It's your nervous system trying to stop you from experiencing something that it believes is unsafe. And the key word here is believes. Your system does not respond to logic. It's responding to memory. And that memory might be decades old. So let's look at biology. Your body activates before your logic responds. And if you've watched my panic videos, you'll recognise this. The amygdala is constantly scanning for threats. Your cortisol rises. The adrenaline is activated. Your heart rate increases. Your muscles tighten. Your breathing becomes shallow. Who's watched those panic videos? Now here's the bit that people don't realise. If success once led to criticism, if making yourself visible once led to rejection, if independence once led to abandonment, your body associated growth with danger. So when things start going well, your body doesn't celebrate, it activates. And activation feels uncomfortable. Think about that anxious feeling in your tummy, that headache that comes on. So you do something to reduce it. That something becomes self-sabotage. You don't sabotage success. You sabotage the feeling your body associates with it, often subconsciously, not connecting the dots. So recovery at a biological level, and don't forget the pillars don't stand alone, means you slow down before you make decisions. You breathe. Get up, move about. Pause for a few moments. Look for your unique patterns. I feel anxious. My chest is tight. I feel exposed. What's going to happen? Once you recognise the biological feeling, you can actually calm it down, and the sabotage urge weakens. So keep on watching for more understanding and helpful tools. Now let's look at psychology, and this is where the therapy comes in. Psychology is the story you learned. I'm not good enough. If I shine, I'll be rejected. If I rest, if I stop, the world will fall apart. If I succeed, I'll lose people. And those beliefs don't come about randomly. They formed somewhere, often in childhood. Often in moments where being part of something felt really scary. For many high-achieving, capable adults, self-worth became tied to being needed. Do you recognise this in yourself? Because I do. Being useful, being the strong one. So when life changes, when children grow up, when careers are not so important or change, when health forces you to slow down, the old identity feels threatened. And the mind says, better not grow too much. It's not safe. Recovery here means questioning the story. Who taught me this belief? Is it still true? Does this belief belong here in the present or to the past? Awareness weakens all of your old beliefs. So let's then look at behaviour, how we might express this in our behaviour. Things are going well, everything's fabulous, then we start to procrastinate, or we overwork, or we self-numb, or we spend all day scrolling. We might pick fights, and we might just stop before success. But here's the crucial change. The behaviour isn't the problem. It's the solution your nervous system found. So if overworking once kept you valued, people praised you. If withdrawing once kept you safe. If you use humour to diffuse tension, you will keep using those strategies, even when they no longer benefit you. But in behaviour, recovery is not about ripping the plaster away. That just creates more fear. Recovery is about replacing it slowly, gradually, unlike taking a plaster off slowly. If you procrastinate, try reducing the task size. Break it down. If you overwork, make sure you put into your diary structured rest. If you avoid, increase the exposure to what you're avoiding slowly. We don't make ourselves feel bad. We update our systems slowly and we learn to retrust. We remind ourselves that every time something went well, rather than dwelling on the few times things go wrong. Now, we can't forget our environment, and this is often ignored, but it matters enormously. Are you surrounded by people who grow, or people who feel safer when you stay small? Are you exhausted? Are you over-responsible? Carrying everyone, caring for everyone? Are you in a context that rewards burnout but not balance? Sometimes self-sabotage is not internal. It's environmental misalignment. If your nervous system never gets to feel safe, it will always default to protection. So recovery here may mean changing who you confide in, reducing your exposure to criticism and who is delivering that, creating small pockets of autonomy where you can be you, building one relationship where you can be fully yourself, and yes, that is with you. Environment shapes us more than willpower ever will. Have you ever heard you're the sum of the 7 people that you surround yourself with? So let's bring it all together. Self-sabotage reduces when internal safety increases. Let me say that again. Self-sabotage reduces when internal safety increases, not when discipline increases, not when pressure increases. Safety. So the recovery framework becomes simple. Calm your body, question the story, adjust the behaviour gradually, and change your environment where possible and needed. This is not overnight work, but it is permanent work. If you've been stuck in pattern or patterns for years, it doesn't mean you can't change or recover. It means that your system learned something once and it hasn't updated yet, a little bit like a computer. Behind the behaviour is actually about updating your systems. You're not fighting yourself. You are understanding yourself, and that changes everything. If this resonates with you, if you've taken something from it, please subscribe. And in the comments, I'd love to know what patterns show up for you when things start going well. What do you do? Because that is often where self-sabotage hides. And if you want to work through this properly, I do monthly workshops and one-to-one sessions where we go much deeper than surface habits, because clarity leads to confidence and confidence creates change.